guys, welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete.
And we have 3 Newsarama reviews for you guys
We
today.
do.
Justice League of America number 21, Scalped number 17, and Daredevil number 107. So let's get right into it.
Yes, let's get into it.
Yeah, Justice League of America with the Sightings branding right on the front, so we know
Genius.
that something has been seen.
Yeah. Well, let's explain what that is. DC's branding their books that are supposedly important with sightings on them.
Right. Here's my problem. I mean, not to get too much into the design of the book, but sure, we will. You have the Sightings branding going on some of the books that are important events, and then you have the Dark Side Club thing on titles that involve the Dark Side Club.
Those ones are not important.
Right. But they're also supposed to be important in the same way these Sightings things are important.
Yeah.
It's too much branding because it looks like they just chopped off the top of the cover.
And if I don't know what sightings means, I'm like, what does that mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
It's
there's
an
no
attempt,
use in it.
honestly, I think, to do the same thing as Marvel is doing with like World War Hulk or Secret Invasion.
I think
But
they
this
should
is
just,
so cryptic.
On here, they should put like, hey, this is more important than a normal comic book. You should put this on the top of your
They used to do something like that. I mean, they used to have like a bubble on the front that would say,
like,
"You cannot miss this issue,"
or like
which
a
would be
super
cheesy.
first issue, you know, stuff like that.
All right,
But getting into the comic, you
Yeah.
can miss this issue because it's kind of unnecessary
well,
and
especially
repetitive.
if you read DCU number 0. It's
Yeah.
almost the same exact thing. There's an event at the end that leads directly into Final Crisis, but we kind of knew it was coming anyway, so it's not that much of a huge surprise.
And the big thing is like Libra, this new character that is supposedly, well, he's not even new. He's supposed to be like this big organizing factor for the villains in the DC universe. But we have the same thing happening. Oh, we're organizing the villains to be have a big strike against the heroes, which they've already done in this same book like 5 or 6 issues ago.
Right, and
they're doing it more.
But there's somebody that calls it out and is like, "That's never worked before."
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
Luther.
so-
But that doesn't make it better. You can't just
Yeah.
say that's never worked before and then go ahead and do it. That being said, the first half of the issue I kind of liked. Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman sitting together in a room.
Oh
talking.
yeah,
That was so
It's
cool.
good. It
Yeah.
shows the character relationships. It works really well.
I liked how they were just like making fun of it the whole time they were doing it
Yeah.
as well. They're like, yeah, this is cool. We're in
It's
the room.
We're in a
it's
bubble,
what
yeah.
it's what Ian
Science.
McDuffie excels at in terms of his writing, and especially in his writing of Justice League. And I wish they would just let him do that.
I disagree. I think this is a bad issue. I'm a Libra, and I don't like Libra.
Oh, snap. All right, let's
How's
move
that
on.
for a brand that?
I always feel bad when they pick teams, you know, because it's like the A team and this is the B team, and Libra's like, okay, you're over here, and you got to go with the rejects. I'm
Reminded
like,
you of your
it's just
youth?
like dodgeball.
Let's move
Yeah.
on to talk about Scalped number 17. What'd you guys think about this?
This is awesome. Really an underrated comic. It really is just solid. It's got a great story, great feel to it. The art is fantastic. It's well written. It's a lot of fun.
It's you can tell the amount of detail is put into each panel, each little bit of the story. It's a really great read.
This is, a lot of people pitch this kind of like Sopranos, but set on a Native American reservation. And it's very much like that. It's very gritty. It's very real. Very violent, very well done. There's a lot of really honest, raw emotion that happens in the issue. This particular issue, not the most new reader friendly.
Well,
It's the end of a very long arc, 17 issues in with very widely developed characters. So if anything, even though it's good, go back, pick up trades, catch up to here, or pick up the next issue, which is going to be the start of a new arc.
But definitely pick it up. It's really good.
It's great. All right, let's move on and talk about Daredevil number 107, reuniting Brubaker and Rucka. I'm gonna put this out there, okay?
All right.
No.
Brace
This is a good putting it out there. I love Brubaker's writing.
Yeah.
I think he's really solid across the board. I think what he's been bringing to Daredevil is solid but unspectacular issues for the past couple of arcs. Rucka has knocked his game back up. Both of them together, it feels like Gotham Central. It's great.
Well,
it's so obviously.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I mean, it feels like that all over again. It captures the energy of it.
I love both their work, and Rucka, like in his other stuff he's been doing, like Checkmate and the question stuff that was going on with the Crime Bible, fantastic. This is great, but I think you're ignoring the art is so good. The art is even featured so prominently in this issue. Sure. Lark's great art.
Stop ignoring the art.
Yeah.
I really feel that
the art keeps knocking on your door.
I was trying so hard to ignore the art, you guys. You wouldn't let me.
This is a really crazy time for Daredevil right now. Like, he's going through a lot emotionally, and he
Right
is,
now.
Like right now.
He is.
It's weird because like for the past 160 issues, he's had it pretty easy.
Pretty easy. A lazy Sunday.
No, but I
See,
mean,
like-
I'm like,
Well, they
he has
have
lost
the title
it. I
above
was like,
it.
I
It
don't
says
know if
the
he's
world's most relaxed comics magazine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I feel that like this, you finally get to see him come back together a little bit towards the end. But man, it's been a crazy ride.
That last arc, Daredevil drinks a glass of lemonade.
Yeah,
it was just spinning its wheels.
Yeah, Daredevil, the man without problems, I think is the title. If you like this art, not to be jagging on the art here, but read Terminal City. Great old Vertigo series. There were 2 of them, Terminal City and Terminal City Aero Graffiti. Awesome. Yeah. But pick this up now.
You're focusing on the art too much.
I'm withering.
Oh, well. Well, definitely pick that up. After the break, we are going to have a speed round of viewer mail, so stay tuned.
I wish I had no problems. I had an agenda.
I thought it was a good point, and then it got ripped to shreds, and then I was like, oh, maybe.
No, it was because we were making a joke.
Hey guys, welcome back to the stack.
Absolutely ridiculous.
What?
Just to fill you in, Justin and Pete are having a little argument because Pete feels like we didn't back him up enough on the Daredevil review.
And I'm like, dude, I got your back to the core, man, to the bone.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. We stood here, we said the issue was awesome, and we loved the writing and the art, and we didn't back up your point that the writing and the art were awesome enough.
And maybe I didn't have you back in that book.
I was just saying, yes, he's gone through a lot of emotion, but this has been the craziest he's ever been, I would say.
I'm backing you up on that. And if this gang of Yakuza warriors that are off camera ever come after you, I'm going to back you in that as well.
I'm going to run and hide. All right, let's move on.
Speed round!
Pete, kick it off.
Yeah, Dresden Files #2. This continues to be a solid comic. Really, you should check it out. It deals a lot with magic, but it's not as corny as you think. It's really well done. Kind of a guy who's a private investigator, but deals with magic.
Magic the Gathering?
No.
Oh, well,
like a rabbit out of a hat.
Because I need that Griffin +3 card.
It's him pulling rabbits out of a hat.
I need somebody to find it. Let's.
Perhapanauts #2. This is a great book by Todd and Craig. Pick it up. That's all I have to say. What else? What else you want?
That's a great review.
Bomb Queen, the Divine Comedy #1. I haven't picked up any Bomb Queen titles since the very first issue was published, all the way, back in the day when Stan Lee and Jack
You've been missing out on a lot.
No, I haven't, because I didn't like it then, and I don't like it now. Tell you what, guys, Zyklon B jokes, not that hilarious.
What about TNA jokes?
What about any cover where the girl about to pull her top off? Maybe an indicator that the comic's not that great on the inside.
Okay. All right. Burn #1. Wow. Talk about artwork. This is really cool looking. Solid first issue. Really setting up the world and everything that's in this comic. Really cool. You should check it out.
X-Men Divided We Stand #2, a bunch of one-shots dealing with different X-Men after the Divided We Stand stuff. This is great. This is what X-Men stories should be. Very specific, 5-page little bits. We'll follow the characters that we like.
Would you like to see it as an ongoing?
I would, definitely.
I might as well. All right, let's go on to the viewer mail. Curious in Queens emailed to tips@pulpsecret.com. I was about to make a terrible joke.
Yeah.
All right, where do you guys stand on the artwork in comics as real art? Do you guys really look at it, or is the art almost disposable to you? I know that I go home and I basically just crumple up my comic books and throw them in the trash.
You
do that. That's what's upsetting, is you throw them away.
No,
you guys both treat comics, you're like...
I leave them in tiny little piles all over my apartment. That's to keep them
That's
safe.
better. But no, I really feel like the art in these comics are just that. Art. They are really well done.
I take out every page and frame it and put it on my massive wall.
I think it really depends on the artist, and it depends on the job, and depends on what they're doing. Obviously, they're spending an incredible amount of time on these regardless, unless you're Mark Bagley, and then you're spending 2 minutes to draw an issue of Ultimate Spider-Man. And doing a good job at it, mind you.
They call him the Octopus. Because it's like he's got 8 arms. And he's
but yeah, I really feel that...
they call him that?
Yeah.
Like in the movie Unbreakable, that art should be... it should be... It should be on a wall and, studied and talked about, and really it should get its due.
So you're saying, like, this belongs in a museum?
Yes.
Nice reference. I partially agree with you. I don't think anybody is setting out to make a bad-looking page of a comic when they're an artist.
Could be. You don't
What?
know.
No, I really don't
What
think
if
anybody
some
is.
artists are trying to tank the book?
I don't think that's true.
little
But nobody is
conspiracy.
setting out to do a bad page of art, all right? Everybody is trying to make something that's going to last, be iconic, really work. But sometimes you have to get it done so that the next issue of, you know, Superman or Batman or whatever gets out on time.
Yeah, a lot of fans.
I will say
gotta
about
see.
Bond Queen, the art has gotten much better since the first issue.
Frameable?
Well, I certainly got framed when Pete left it out for my fiance.
Oh, busted.
Snap.
What are you implying?
I was like, hey, Marty, have you seen Alex's comic book collection? What's he
She was like,
this
yes,
stuff
I
for?"
have. I know very well. that he collects comics.
You can
There's
still.
little piles all over our apartment.
Oh, she's onto you? I thought that was going to be your big honeymoon reveal.
Yes, that night I'm going to be like, baby,
Oh,
I read comics.
I like your Barry Manilow
For a
voice.
long erotic conversation about Alex's honeymoon,
Anyway,
tune into
I'm
next
sure
week's Pop Secret.
this has answered your question. And to answer your other question, whatever you want to do with your life is fine. Just do whatever feels true to you.
Wow.
If you have a
Curious and
question,
Queens.
call yourself at 888-841-7549 or write it to tips@pulpsecret.com and upload your video responses on YouTube or comment right here below. And if you're ever in New York City, come visit us every Tuesday night at 8
should.
p.m. at our live show, Comic Book Club. You can find all the details at pulpsecret.com. We will see you guys next time.
And remember, we can't love you until you love you.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's a really good
Thanks
point.
a lot,
The
guys.
more you know.
At the tone, leave a message. We'll get back to you.
Continuity is very important because it's an aspect of at least superhero comics. It's an aspect of storytelling that's kind of unique to the medium. I mean, you don't see that a lot in films, television, or novels.
Continuity is cool sometimes, but usually it gets in the way of telling a good story. Too complicated. You know what I mean?